Hello, hello, my loves. I am here with you. It is actually Valentine's Day 2022. So happy Valentine's Day to you all. I am here getting ready to do a reading for you on the energy around this full Leo moon that we have coming on Wednesday, but we know we can feel the energy before that, 3 days before and 3 days after. So I just want to give you some useful tools that you can utilize during this time. As well. I'm prepared, but I'm like a little unprepared, pardon me. But during that time, I just want to tell you there's a lot of good things going on right now. I'm gonna leave links in here to my link tree. You can find everywhere me on social media, as well as a self-love journal, which is perfect for today to really pour into yourself on this beautiful day and love yourself. Also, if you want to learn tarot, like, please join me. It's an online course. You can go at your own pace, and we meet once a month and we talk everything about tarot. And then also, if you're really figuring out that deep connection within yourself and where do you begin within that, and you need those tools to do that and really figuring out how to love it all, then I have a 7-week program that empowers you and helps you transform your life into your desires, that how you want to show up in the world. And so it's very successful. I have so many women that come through and they do so well. And so I'm looking forward to the next group of ladies I get to meet and work with. So please don't hesitate. Pour love into yourself. You know, we got tax season right around the, right here. And I'm like, why buy something shiny and new when you can invest in a shiny new you, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. So, as always, I just got to give you a little, thing about the moon. So this lunar event is actually, is going to happen at 11:56 a.m. Eastern, or 8:56 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday, February 16th, and it serves as a passionate culmination point during which you'll want to get in tune with your desires and express them in a more confident, creative way. In other words, we're going to forget about the fact that Valentine's Day falls on a truly unromantic Monday, right? This year, because the sexiest sparks could fly midweek. Ooh, that's nice, right? Let's see. So just to give you a recap on full moons, which happen when the confident sun exactly exposes the intuitive moon, and always presents a monthly opportunity to wrap up projects you you started 6 months or even 2 weeks prior. They're culmination points, breaking points, and a chance to release anything that's no longer serving you. And with this month's full moon falling in confident, fun, loving, and big-hearted Leo, you can expect to feel more exuberant, empowered, and optimistic. And because the sign of the Leo is also the ruler of the 5th house of romance and self-expression, you can expect both of these themes to feature prominently as well. Okay, and we're actually going to go on that for each sign. So because this moon will be directly opposite the sun in Aquarius, we'll also be driven to think about the juxtaposition between what's best for the greater good in our community, the water barrier signature terrain, versus what we want to for ourselves, right? And that's that Leo energy. So the main planetary actions happening around this Leo full moon is a conjunction between Venus and Mars, the planet of sex, energy, and action. The last time these two met was in passionate Leo back in July 13th of 2021. So setting off a cycle in which we've all been more lioness, confident, luxury loving, and expressive in our relationships. So on the 16th, they'll come in, they'll meet again in Capricorn. And then this is the industrious cardinal earth sign. So their meetup could touch off the desire to put your nose to the grindstone on the work of being in a relationship. Whatever you're ready to connect with, it's really up to you to manifest this ideal match for yourself and to be more direct about your fantasies, or, I don't say fantasies, like your visions, your visualizations, or to really define your relationships, or to take your partner to the next level of commitment. This could be a truly game-changing moment that turns out to be as sexy as it is grounding in practicality, okay? And because Cap is ruled by Saturn, the planet of boundaries and limitations, it wouldn't be unexpected to flirt with power play and dominance and submission in the bedroom in the days around this full moon. So although Venus and Mars usually only connect about once a year, they're actually connecting twice this year, once on the 16th and again on March 6th in Aquarius. So in your natal chart, you would want to notice two symbols that look like a horseshoe, okay? So one's upside down and the other is right side up. So the one that looks like a U represents the south node, while the one that looks like a lowercase n is the north node. So these are mathematical points versus celestial bodies. And the south node represents a path and personality trait you are already quite comfortable with, right? While the north node is what you're working towards achieving and learning in this life. So the nodes are always in opposite signs. So, and back on January 18th, they moved into Taurus and Scorpio, two of the four fixed signs, okay? Well, let me turn my page here. So, and on February 16th, the full moon will be sitting at 28 degrees of the fixed fire sign Leo, squaring off against both of the nodes, which brings fate into play. So you could feel like you're destined to express what's in your heart in a particular way, or to begin in or redefine a relationship. In other words, while full moons always encourage us to tune into our inner voice, the node's involvement means we'll be even more capable and able to benefit from doing so this month. So here, so how this Leo, moon will affect you based on your sign. So the tip is be sure to read both your sun and your rising sign, right? If you know it, if you don't, you can find it on your natal chart. You can use, there's several of them out there, Cafe Astrology Calculator, astrocafe.com, but you can find several out there. So I'm just going to go in, let me just find the full moon card. And then we're going to talk about the energy around this and how it's going to be beneficial for each sign, okay? All right, found it. Okay, so I got to put my reading glasses on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, so the phase, this is a defined and fruition and observance, okay? This is what full moon is. You can expect maybe some tension. I mean, I know usually things happen to me before the full moon, and I've had some tension in my relationships, but it was an opportunity. It really gave me an opportunity to put reflection and really shine a light on things, and was able to work through it. So expect tension. The undercurrent of completion is surging, whether you see the tangible effects or not. We find ourselves reflecting on the past moon cycles and wondering what now. So the history and lore, the effects of the full moon are said to include insomnia, insanity, often referred to as lunacy, and according to some legacy, what is this, lycanthropy? I'm going to have to look that up. The Babylonian fertility goddess Ishtar is said to have transformed a former lover, a shepherd, into a wolf, dooming him to threaten the flock his charge was to defend. Okay, so the ritual: to ease the high frequency energies, hearken to the practices of the ancient. Build a bonfire. The very act of gathering wood and arranging it and stoking the flames will center you during this time in stimulation, shadow, and illumination. For an added sense of relief, gather your written intentions and completions and give them the ultimate release. Set them aflame and watch as they fly high. Watch as the embers transform and curl in the night air, and at last watch as they return to the ash from whence they came. So you can use silver as to banish any negativity, inspire calm, and calm down the magic and the power of the moon. The mantra you can use is: I am centered in my power, I am the calm in the storm. I am centered in my power, I am the calm in the storm. I am centered in my power, I am calm in the storm. Okay, so we had the card, the full moon Leo. It says, don't let pride get in your way. Okay, so this is the theme of this full moon Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. All right, so I'm going to start with Aries. So it says here for Aries, I'm going to tell you, like always, I'm going to tell you what you need to release, right? What needs to be surrendered. and how to move within that. And then since it's Valentine's Day, I'll probably use love cards. We'll see where spirit leads me. So Aries, with the full moon lighten up your 5th house of romance. Yep, I will be. You'll feel truly empowered to share your most artistic and heartfelt feelings. And with the Venus-Mars conjunction lighting up your 10th house of career, you could be stepping into the spotlight. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so let's see what needs to be surrendered for my Aries. So they want you to surrender the drama, Aries. It says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So don't let that pride get in the way. Surrender that drama, okay? Oh, is it look, there's like a lion in the background. Can you not? I mean, come on, right? All right. All right, so this is from my Aries. Let's pull some cards for Aries. See what the message is for y'all during this full moon in Leo energy. Oh, my stomach. Whoa. Okay. Ow. Okay, let's see. Surrender the drama. We're going off of don't let pride get in the way. This is from my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so we had the 8 of Wands come out, so we know this is a fast-moving energy. And then on the back is the King of Wands. So this is about tapping into, you have that thing about your career, Aries, with the full moon lighting up the 5th house, really going after what you're passionate about and what you're loving, because this King is like that divine masculine energy of going after those things. And so that also, makes sense within your 10th house and career, about you really stepping into the spotlight by going after your passions. Let's see. Oh, then it gave me a little mini book. Okay, so the Page of Cups came out. So this will be a new message and a new beginning, and how you show up emotionally through this. And there's that lion, that Leo strength. You are stronger than what you think you are. It's important, or if you do, that's what's up, but it's important that you face those fears, because your high priestess is here. That intuition that you have within you, that connection to the spirit and the earth is strong, Aries, and you need to tap into that and trust that. There is a tower moment coming, which means the divine is going to come in and shake up some things in your world, but it's going to be for your benefit, because it's all for your love, right? Emotional bliss, joy, happiness to overflow your cup. So whatever this change is coming, it's going to be beneficial. It's going to help you be able to release this whatever drama that has been going on and that you haven't been able to do yourself. The tower is going to come in and change some things up, but they just want you to, this is going to be a fast moving energy. Stay strong through this. Know that you have this internal strength. Don't get caught up in the fear of the unknown. Trust your instincts, your intuition, and be open to this new beginning, this emotional, this emotional new beginning, as well as like your gifts, like your psychic gifts, your intuition, your empath, those things coming more into play as well. Okay. All right. So next we have Taurus. The full moon activates your 4th house of home and life. It says, encouraging you to take the reins on work-life balance. And because Venus and Mars are in your 9th house of adventure, getting out of your comfort zone could be the key to more satisfaction in your life, your love life. Okay, so let's see what needs to be surrendered from our Tauruses around this full moon energy that we're in. What needs to be surrendered? Okay, we got 2 cards that came out. I'm going to show them both to you, of course. So my Taurus is surrender resentment. It says holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Also, surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Okay? All right. So let's see what we got going on. So remember, we got surrender. Don't let that pride get in the way during this Leo full moon. Surrender that resentment. Surrender to trust. The 2 of Cups, because it really doesn't have, even though if it's a situation that's going on, we're talking about outside of you, and which is affecting what's happening inside of you. This is about you being able to balance within that, balance your emotions, balance out your divine feminine, your divine masculine. That's healthy for you, right? That's that symbol of health. That is about balancing your light and your dark, your divine ego with your lower ego. It's all in the balance, okay, for you, and how you show up. And then that King of Wands is on the back side for you, Tauruses. That is your energy, that you're meant to be in this divine masculine energy of going after what is beneficial to you in your life, what is passion. That's what they want you to focus on. What is your passion? And trust the process through this. So like it's said in here about this is surrounding around your home life. I really encourage you to really create that balance, take those reins within your how you show up in your home, and also within work. And when we talk about Mars and Venus being in the 9th house, so being adventurous and getting out of your comfort zone, doing something outside the box, but it's going to be beneficial to your growth. Be what it says, it could be the key to more satisfaction in your life, in your love life. Okay, let me see. So that is for my Tauruses. Let's go ahead and see. Next, we have Gemini. So the full moon lights up your 3rd house of communication, making this a super busy moment for you. Prioritizing self-care is a must. And with the Venus-Mars meetup lighting up your 8th house of sexual intimacy, you'll likely connect on a deeper level with someone special. Ooh, but don't let that pride get in the way, okay, Geminis? Okay, so let's see what energy, what you need to know around this full moon, what needs to be surrendered in this energy for my Geminis. Okay, so surrender to effortlessness. It says stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. I love that. Okay, so let's get into this tarot. Let's get some more explanation. So we're talking about go with the flow when it comes to it. Communicate yourself. Just be you. You know what I mean? And I know, because it's down to balance for you. You got the 2 of Pentacles. It's just about really figuring out how to balance in how you show up in the world. And it's really about being effortless, just flowing. That's how you show up, flow. And that the Ace of Pentacles on the back, so that is all about abundance, prosperity. Divine is here to show up and show out in your world. You got to show up and show out in your world, but do it flow. You got to flow right within this. So when it comes to communication, just flow with it, and just be mindful of how you're balanced within that, and within how you care for yourself. And the 5 of I'm gonna show you that in 1 second. The 5 of Pentacles came out, which is kind of like a lack mentality or a limitation card. Not thinking you have enough, or looking at seeing somebody else and what they have, and not realizing that you can have it too. But this is really about you also, just not limiting yourself and how you show up in the world, and really forming that deep connection within yourself and with someone else, right? But that's a happiness for you. This is full circle, the family, the whole thing. But it's really important that you flow, and then you don't let limitations or what you see happening in other people's lives affect your happiness, your outcome, okay? So that is for my Geminis. So now let's see what's going on with Cancers. So remember, Cancers, the full moon is in your 2nd house of income, Cancers. So you'll be meditating on how you can feel more valuable on the job. Venus and Mars pairing up in your 7th house of partnership, so your closest one-on-one relationships could get extra exciting now too. All right. So remember, don't let pride get in the way as our theme. Surrender to inner peace is what you receive. And it says cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily, okay? All right, so let's pull some cards for my Cancers on this theme of don't let pride get in the way and surrendering to that inner peace. The Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. Okay, came out together. So, you know, when this is decisions, right? When we see the Two of Swords, we're talking about having to make a decision, a mental decision, and thinking of something and having to act on it. And it's going to have to do with what you're passionate about, right? Being able to look ahead, forge ahead, not be stuck in the past, you know, knowing that the world is yours. And so, you know, how this relates to you is, you know, when it comes to your income, do it because you're passionate about it, you know. And it also, we ran it again on that meditation, you know, on how you feel more valuable. Like, vision yourself in the position that you want, in the work environment that you feel comfortable with. Be at peace within your vision. And when you're at peace within your vision, then it will manifest in your life. So that's really important for you. So, you know, and this also will manifest in your closest friends. So we talk about that Venus and that Mars pairing in your 7th house of partnership. So, you know, this is your closest one-on-one relationships can get exciting. But it's important that within those relationships that you really focus on what is at peace for you. Because the Death card came up, and this is about on the backside. So this is about ending of old you so you can be a new you, or ending of, you know, situations so you can be, you know, still have a new start, that sort of thing. Okay, but the old you must die so the new you can be born. Okay, and that you has to be of inner peace. Okay, all right, so let's go on and let's talk about Leo. Leo. Yes, don't let pride get in your way, Leo. The full moon falls in your sign, making this a super dramatic, emotional, passion-filled moment when you'll finally end one chapter in order to begin another, Leo. Venus and Mars are in your 6th house of daily routine, so you'll be fired up to set boundaries that protect your well-being. Oh, I love that. Okay, so Leos, you got surrender your belief in scarcity. It says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Okay. All right, my Leos. Let's see what Tarot is out here for y'all on this. So you got the Ace of Swords. So you're going to receive some clarity through this moon. It's going to clear up some things. Divine's going to come in and give you the clarity that you seek on something. And, you know, the underline of it is going to be about you just pouring love into yourself, really starting over in how you show up, how you love yourself, and how you love the world, like how you're represented through how you love yourself. Like, you know, like today, it's all about date yourself, right? Pour into yourself, love into yourself. You know, if you want that relationship that you're dreaming of, I don't know what that's really... where we're going with that, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to your routine and how you set those boundaries in your life, you know, it's important for you to have that room available so you can have that partner. Okay, I mean, like, clear the closet out so they can have space, right? Clear a counter next to your bathroom so they can have a spot, a drawer. You know what I mean? Set the table for your partner, that, you know, because they're there. They're just, you know, waiting for you to move in a way that you believe they're there, and they can manifest in your life. So that's what that's about. Okay. All right, so that is for my Leos. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with Virgos. So, you know, this falls into your 12th house of spirituality, Virgo. So you'll be compelled to rest, recharge, and map out the steps you need to take to make your dreams a reality. Meanwhile, Venus and Mars pair up in your 5th house of romance, inspiring you to prioritize play and pleasure. I love that. I love that. Let's see. What do my Virgos need to surrender on this full moon? Thank you. Surrender to wonder and awe, Virgos. Open to the magic at every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Love that for y'all. Okay. So let's see what Tarot is out here for y'all. It's for my Virgos. Okay, so we got that Knight of Cups fell out and the Ace of Swords. Nice. And on the bottom is the Temperance card. So So when it's that card again, like romance, date yourself card. This is like romance, like believing in romance, the little luxuries in life, surrender to the wonder of all, like it says in the card that I just showed you. This is about how you show up, starting over within accepting and acknowledging your emotions, right? Knowing that when we look at the things that we're not comfortable with, right, that it can give us so much clarity. And that's what you're being asked to do, right? Just surrender to the one in awe of life. And then know that there is clarity within that for you. But it's important that you're patient with the process, okay, Virgo? But, this is your spiritual, this is all about your spiritual growth. This is all about, your dreams coming into reality. And then, how romance and inspiring, prioritizing play and pleasure. That is important right now, because that's how you're going to get to that next level, is just having fun, right? Just loving life, feeling good. Okay. All right. So next we are going to have our Libras. Okay, so remember, we don't let pride get in the way. That's the theme of this full moon in Leo. So let's see what Libras have. So this full moon is in your 11th house of networking, okay, Libras? So friendships and platonic bonds are a key focus now. Feeling like part of a team effort is especially fulfilling. And with Venus, your ruler, and Mars in your 4th house of home life, you'll also be taking steps to protect your tranquility. So they're also asking you to surrender to miracles, okay? It says, be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen, right? So I heard something this morning. I like listen to a lot of stuff. I'm taking the kids to school. And it talked about miracles happen every day. Miracles are a natural occurrence. But because we don't believe in them, they don't feel like that, right? So that's important just to know. Spirit be like, okay. I'll be like, okay. So yeah, so this is time for, expect those mirrors. You've been networking, getting out there. Know that, you've been making these connections and these bonds, that's your focus. But don't get caught up in like the hows and the winds. Just do it because it feels right to you and it's natural for you. And that, it's also with the 4th house, with the home life, just really what is your choice with the 7 of Cups, right? So making those choices to protect your tranquility, to protect your peace, to believe in miracles, because the Ace of Swords is here too, is also divine, is going to bring you a lot of clarity during this full moon. But they want you to expect those miracles and choose to surrender to miracles, okay? All right, so let's see what we have for Scorpios. Scorpios. So remember, Scorpios, don't let pride get in the way. Oh, I hope I got enough room to record. I should have erased some stuff before I have it's gonna start. So my loves, you said surrender to your intuition, and it says, tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Yes, love that. All right, so let's see what's going on. And this is for my Scorpios. So with the full moon falling in your 10th house of career, you'll feel driven to claim your moment in the spotlight. Higher ups could applaud your hard work, and with Venus and Mars, your co-rulers in your 3rd house of communication, you'll speak your truth. And so you got the 2 of Cups, the King of Wands, and remember, you have the card about intuition. And it says, tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowing aha moments that come through to guide you. Okay. And you also got the 2 of Cups that came out. So this is important for you to balance in how you show up in the world, right? This is through, this intuition is going to help you become one, to really appreciate all aspects of yourself, the divine feminine, divine masculine, to be able to balance out those energies, the light and the shadow, all of that. But this is all about you really it's going to bring you able to tap into and go after your passions and your dreams and your desires. So that's beautiful. I love that energy. All right, so let's go into my Sagittariuses. So because this full moon falls into your ninth house of adventure, you're even more pumped than usual to have a horizon broadening experience and to take a leap of faith. Venus and Mars are in your second house of income, so being true to yourself spiritually could also lead to a thrilling new financial track. Nice. So you got surrender stress, Sagittarius is. And so it says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Okay. And so the card that you received to go with surrender the stress is the Five of Swords. So it's important that you not pick up things that are not beneficial to your growth. Be mindful of what you think, what things you have in your environment. What are you bringing in? Because whatever is affecting your thoughts and are embedded in your subconscious are fueling this stress. So you have to let it go, because the Queen of Swords is like, it's important during this full moon for you to remove those things and obstacles that do not serve your highest good and the highest good of all. Okay, so that's what you're being asked to do, and do that through that breath work. Get that breath work going on. Take them few deep breaths, exhale that tension you built up in your body, and let stress go. Okay, let it go. That's so important. Let it go. All right, Capricorn. So with the full moon falling in your 8th house of sexual intimacy, you'll feel ready to be vulnerable and share your deepest emotions and physical needs with your someone special. Venus and Mars meet up in your sign. Sign adds fuel to the fire. You'll be more confident and prepared to make a bold move. Nice. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Okay, we got 2 Capricorn. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Remember, them affirmations, you got to believe them now. You can't just be all willy-nilly, and you got to feel them, All right, so what is the message for Capricorns around this full moon in Leo? Having to do with to surrender to inner peace and surrender negative. Yep, you got to take out that fool came flying out. Leaps of faith, Capricorns. Let's go. And then on the back is a Knight of Wands. So this is going to be an energy of starting over in this, in what you're passionate about. So that is beautiful. That's going to fuel that. Love that. Okay. Love that. Okay, so my Aquariuses. Falling in your 7th house of partnership, your closest bonds are front and center during this full moon. Aquarius, you'll be reflecting on I can never say that word. Reciprocity. Thank you. Reciprocity and compromise. And thanks to Venus and Mars in your 12th house of spirituality, being true to your gut, your dreams is a must. And you got surrender denial. It says, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Okay, so that is, remember, don't full moon Leo, don't let pride get in the way. All right, so surrender that denial. It's for my Aquariuses. Let's see what's out here. Kind of else you want to add to this surrender denial during this full moon. Celebration. Yeah, they just want you to celebrate life with the 4 of Wands. It's all about celebrate what's good, what's happening. Any weddings, birth announcement, birthday parties, all that. You got to let go of whatever is, that's not serving you. You can't continue to carry around things that, are not beneficial to your growth. This is where this thought process comes in. Surrender any denial, anything that's not beneficial to you, or what's, and really what's for everyone, for all. Okay, so that is important. Let's go in and get Pisces. So with the full moon in your 6th house of daily routine, you could be ready to completely flip the script on how you've been caring for your wellness and going about your day-to-day work. And thanks to Venus and Mars pairing up in your 11th house of networking, you can lean on friends and colleagues for inspiration and support. Okay. All right, so surrender to what is. It says flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change the situation, compassionately accept it exactly as it is will bring you peace, right? It is what it is. All right, Surrender to what it is. It is what it is, okay? And they're asking you to take some leaps of faith too, Pisces, to really allow this new beginning to happen. Knight of Wands, you also got the Knight of Wands, so this is also starting over in how you show up in your passions, your creativity, things you're passionate about in this energy. So yeah, I think that's pretty dope. So hopefully time will allow me. I want to do self-care around this moon for us all. Burning bowl, we talked about that earlier. It's coming out. Burn those things, write down those things that do not serve you and burn them, okay? Release them. And then also on the back, pour back into yourself. Do something loving, kind. You know, I'm going to go get my nails done. I look in a hot mess. You know what I mean? Get a pedicure, all that good stuff. Like, pour back into yourself right today, okay? And around this full moon, really pamper and love on yourself. Let me see, what else do I want to pull? Of course, I want to pull a wild offering to leave us all with. And the energy of this full moon. And so we got direction and aging. So direction says, Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the prompting of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Yes, thank you. Aging. It says, I am one with unlimited love beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. Yes, love that. All right, let's do a manifestation card, because you know everything is we manifest all day, every day, right? Okay. So, you received, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. Yes. Yes. Trust the process. Go with that flow. You know, these full moons have a tendency to, you know, bring up those things in us that we're not comfortable with, you know, but from my experience and what works for me and what I know works for my clients is really about allowing those things to come up and facing them and loving them. Love your way through it. You know, that anxiety or that fear or that worry, you know what I'm saying? Really pour into yourself. You know, do your affirmations, do your meditations, listen to your self-love, self-care books, whatever that may be. You know, pamper yourself, get your nails done, get your, you know what I mean? Take a spiritual bath and release those things that do not serve you. Write down those things that you no longer want in your life. That's self-care, that's self-love, right? Because now you're showing up and showing out in your life. So that is what I have for you around this full moon. Embrace it, embrace change, allow yourself to end those things that do not serve you so you can bring in what does serve you. And I will talk to you all soon. Don't forget, take those leaps, you know, invest in your well-being. It's very important, right? And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.